Hi there, welcome to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing correspondence between the A5 planner and the personal planner that I use with the A6 size pages. Here is my weekly page that I'm doing. Here I'm practicing some stamping, and my weekly page is basically just the days of the week. It's not actually dated, as I like to keep the pages flexible and just to write notes on the projects that I need to do. And I find with the projects they tend to repeat each other, and I usually just use post-its for something specific that I need to do, and I just use them temporarily in the A5 binder. Here are the final weekly notes that I do. It's really quite basic. I don't actually date them, and I will be showing you what I do with the projects. Here I take some post-its and I put some lines on them, and this is just for me to try and be a bit neater so I can use these post-its into the A5 binder. Here is my A5 binder, and here's what I do with the post-its that I've done. They're just there temporarily, and basically I just use them as I go along. Here are my notes for the weekly. As you can see, I don't date anything. These notes are just there to show the projects and the kind of sequence of work that I need to do for the days, and that's all I use these notes for. Here's the completed pages that I've done. These are just notes, and I practice some stamping, and it seems to make the notes look a little bit more interesting. So maybe I should practice stamping a little bit more. I really like how this works. It's not defined, and it's not concrete, the information. So if I want to change it, it's easy to do. What I do with this uh, A5 and this personal planner is to use them together. What I do is I use this page to actually work with the A5 page that I do for my A5, which is the calendar. So with the calendar, I like the calendar on its own for the A5. And what I do with that is I decorate that A5 page, and I tend to just use only a few pages within the A5. And here is where I take notes and projects that I want to do, or things that I want to do on a weekly basis. Here's my weekly page. These are just basic notes that I do so that I can work with the A5 calendar. Um, these pages are actually A6. They've been cut to fit into this personal size, and this works really well. Um, I don't. I don't really use this for anything decorative. I tried some decorative pages and they're okay, but they're just not working the way I was hoping it would. Um, but when I do my weekly, I tend not to do dated pages, even for my weekly, because what happens is my days are repeat the same kind of work. So the only thing that would change would be the project, but the project is very much the same as the previous project. So what I do is I do a kind of sequence of work that I need for those days, which is basically Monday to Wednesday. And then any extended days on these projects, I will be working on the Thursday and the Friday. I'm probably going to include on some weekends some of the projects that I'm going to do, and I will just have to look at that somewhere in the future. But at the moment, this is how it works. It works really well this way, and I don't really have to do a lot of detail here or in the A5, because anything that I need to do is put into notes, and then anything that I need to look at specifically is here in the notes. I won't be keeping these notes. When I'm finished with them, I'll be throwing them away. So when I do the new year, or when I work, when I've done a project finished, then I don't keep these pages. I just just throw them away, and because it's done, and it was fun while I've done it. I have tried to put stamps on it. The stamping seems to be really nice, so maybe I should just carry on with the stamping, and maybe that will work really well. Um, this is not used a lot for personal information. This is just project work that I need to do, and this works really well with the A5. With the A5, I often use this for other notes that I decorate with, which would be like, for instance, if I was doing some self-help pages. Also, when I do my YouTube videos, I do specific notes for the YouTube, because what I'm going to be doing with my YouTube notes is I'll be putting them into a binder all on its own. And it's not a dated binder, it will be a binder just for the YouTube, so that I can look at projects, how to do them or how to improve them, so that I can create notes for that. Because I think if you can improve your videos, then it's always a good thing to do. And these notes that I got here on the actual YouTube channel is really great to have, and I like to do them really neat, or type them out, or do uh, pictures for them, just so that I can have access to them. Sometimes I do self-help things like exercise or spirituality, or notes on that, and that will go into the A5. With the spiritual notes and with the exercise notes, they'll also be going into their own binders, and I'll just be looking at them in that way. I don't really like to date things, or to put time frames on some of these projects. It's great to just do it as I go along, because sometimes things change, and I like to be flexible with these notes. Um, I'll be keeping this method going. I think it's a great way of doing the method, and I really enjoy doing this way of planning. I probably just need to work neater, and I think as I go along and I practice a bit more, I will get a bit neater. What I wanted to mention was, when I do the post-its, and I do lines on them, this is usually what I do with them. I put them on these pages just so they're here. The post-its work with the personal size planner on the A6 size pages, and the post-its are very temporary. I take these off afterwards once I've done the work, and that's all these pages are. These post-its are good for. I like doing this method. I think it's great, and the post-its can actually work with the decorative page that you're doing, and it's really quite useful to do. Finally come to the end of the video. I want to say thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave a comment, and I will be looking at the next project, and I will be seeing you soon.